Hey YouTube, what's up? Today I want to talk about making e-liquid, e-juice for your personal vaporizer. Make it yourself. And let's go over the ingredients we need. We need nicotine juice. We need vegetable glycerin. And if you wish, propylene glycol, and you need some flavoring. Today I want to make some cherry cola e-liquid. Cherry cola. Anyway, now I was able to buy all this stuff from highdesertvapes.com for $30. I got the nicotine, the PG, the VG, and the flavoring. I actually got another flavoring, strawberry, all for about 30 bucks. And they shipped it pretty quick, and yeah. Now what I've done is I've taken a bottle of Halo Tribeca that I've used up. It's a 30 milliliter bottle. It comes with a dripper in it that has measurements on it, so I use the dripper to measure the various ingredients here, put them in the bottle, shake it up, and got some e-juice. Okay, so there's a lot of tools on the internet to come up with the measurements for the juice you're about to create. In 2015, Google it. You'll find many options for calculating how much of the various ingredients to put in your juice. The fun of making your own juice is it's all up to you. You get to go 100% PG if you want, or you can go 100% VG. And if you want nicotine, people don't do nicotine, but if you're needing nicotine, you can buy the Nic juice and you can make it any strength you want. Now, you got to be careful when handling this stuff. This stuff will irritate your skin, and be safe when handling the nicotine juice. Focus and get it done. Now, I'm about trying to save money, and a bottle of Tribeca is $25. So, and today I'm only going to be using this for all my measurements because I don't have syringes, and like I said, I'm trying to do this cheap to where I'm going to make a 20 milliliter bottle of juice, and when you break it down, it's like spending a couple bucks for 20 milliliters of e-juice that you can vape, and it'll be great. Okay, so I ran a program called e-juice me up. It's a app you can download, and you actually got to install it on your computer, but it's a very thorough app for coming up with a recipe. You can put all your percentages in of your ingredients, and it gives you how many milliliters of each ingredient based on your nicotine strength you want, your PG or VG ratio, and your flavoring, how much flavor you want to put. Now, I wrote it down. This is what the recipe came up with for me. Anyway, I'm doing a 60-40 mix of VG and PG. Oh, and by the way, when you buy nicotine, it's going to have a base to it of either propylene glycol or vegetable glycerin. my nicotine base is 100% PG. So, but with the eJuice Me Up calculator, you're going to be able to put that info in there, and it'll calculate your ratio percentage of VG and PG, and give you the correct amount of liquid for your mixture. Now I told I'm going to make 20 milliliters. You can tell it you're going to make 10, 50, whatever you want to make. It's up to you. So, and I'm doing 12% flavor. I've done a batch of this juice and I did 15% flavor. The flavor was a little strong, so I'm bringing it down about 3%. And like I said, it's a little time consuming because I don't have any syringes to draw the amount of liquid I need to deal with here. I need 3.6 milliliters of my nicotine juice. I need 2 milliliters of the PG. I need 12 milliliters of the VG, and I need 2.4 of the cherry cola. So I'm going to start grabbing all my ingredients and put them in here, and when I'm using the same syringe, I just need to, you know, rinse it out with my cup of water here. I mean, this is how to do it cheap. I know it's a little time consuming. If you have a bunch of bottles of juice lying around that you're not using and they came with a syringe, you know, a dropper, you'll be able to do this. I mean, you can get all this stuff for about $35 and make your own juice. Be right back. First ingredient, cherry cola. Now I'll show you what I'm doing here. Okay, that's 1 milliliter. I need 2.4, so I'm going to start with 1 milliliter of the flavoring. In you go. That's another milliliter. And now I need 0.4, and this thing has 0.5 on it, so I'm going to go just below that line. Like I said, it's a little time consuming, but hey, you want to pay 25 bucks for a bottle of juice or 2 bucks? It's up to you. Alright, so that's the flavoring. And now, since I only got one deal to work with here, one needle, one dropper, I'm just going to fill it with some water from my cup over here. Kind of clean it out. That's my flavoring. Now, propylene glycol. I'm doing a 60-40. My nicotine's based on PG, so it's going to get some of the PG from the nic. So that's why this calculated out to I only need 2 milliliters of straight PG. There's one. That was about 0.75. I'm going to grab a little more. Now if you want to be like beyond precise, that's great, but me, I'm kind of like, let me get close to the mark, because ultimately once you mix them all together, you're going to be able to vape this stuff, and it's going to, I mean, just be close. I mean, if you want to be super precise, you can get a scale and you can weigh, and there's lots of videos on how to be super precise with this. But I'm just trying to show people, you know, you want to make some juice cheap and you don't have a whole lot of money, you can just use stuff you already have and you just need the ingredients. Now again, I'm done with my PG. So I'll rinse this out with some water. Alright, now I'm going to do the VG. And one thing about VG is it's very dense, very thick liquid, so you can't use the little needles on this stuff, draw it up. But like I said, this guy that comes in most juices you buy, it's already got milliliter markings on it. It'll draw up the VG. Now I need 12 milliliters of this, so I'll be right back after 12. Okay, so I did 12 milliliters of vegetable glycerin. So I put in the flavoring. Cherry cola is what I'm working on. My VG, put in my PG. All I got left to put in is the nicotine. Now this is where you want to focus and be very careful. You don't want to get this on your skin. Most people will recommend put on some gloves. I don't have any right now. I'm wanting, you know, I'll take the risk. I'm taking the risk. You want to do it without gloves, that's up to you. I don't recommend it, but hey, you know, if you're careful, you should be fine. Now I need 3.6 milliliters of my Nic juice. I'm working on 18 or 1.8% nicotine. That's what I vape. That's what I'm currently vaping right now. This is Halo Tribeca 18. So that's that. Let's put, like I said, just be careful when you're handling nicotine. I mean, you can even see on there, got the skull and crossbones, so it's good to do this with no distractions and everything, you know. Just be careful. So I need 3.6 milliliters, and I've got my bottle right here and my mixture right here. So that's 1 milliliter. There's 2. There's 3. And now I need 0.6, so just over half. Like I said, this isn't going to be precise measurements, but get close, and I think you'll be happy with the results. And there you have it. Now see, like I said, if you're careful, you won't get any of this on you. But if you do, wash it off immediately. So there you have it. That's our mixture. Now it's just time to shake it up. Now there's videos on making a stir plate, you know, with a computer fan and magnets, and it'll stir it up a lot better than shaking it, if you want to check those out. Google it, YouTube it. There's many ways to get your liquid nice and mixed up. I mean, there's a guy who he takes a Q-tip and makes like a little propeller to put in a drill to stick down in the bottle and mix everything up with a drill. I found shaking it, I mean, you got to do it a while, get some air bubbles in there, uncap it, let the air bubbles go away, shake it some more, do that a few times, and then, I mean, most people, it's like you just made some juice, you want to vape it now, and then all these videos say, now that you've made your juice, now take the cap off and stick it in a dark place for a week. I want to vape now, which you can do, which I already did. I have my first batch in here, but it's getting very low, so that's why I'm making some more. So I'm going to do the shaking and the airing out and the shaking and the airing out, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to vape the juice I just made, and see you then. Okay, so I've done a whole lot of shaking. You gotta shake and shake and shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. And then when you're done shaking, shake it some more. Let it air out. I mean, it would be helpful to have the stir plate where you can just put all your ingredients in a beaker and put the little metal deal in your solution. The magnet stirs it and mixes it a lot better than shaking anyway. And I believe when you do it that way, you don't have to steep it. It kind of does mixes the flavors quite well. So, and there are videos on YouTube on how to do a homemade stir plate with spare computer parts. You need a fan and a magnet and something to power the fan, and then you need a little metal rod, which you can buy on eBay. They're like $2, but that's for the final deal for stirring if you want that. Anyway, I'm ready to give my juice a try. I got a Nautilus Mini here, and it's almost bone dry right now, so I need to put some juice in here. So why not put the juice I just made in here and check it out. Now remember, this is cherry cola flavor. And the fun part of doing your own juice is you decide what the flavor is. And the calculator that I use, the Juice Me Up calculator, it has a spot for 10 different flavors. So if you want to like do a mixture of different flavors, it'll help you calculate out all the ratios for your mixture. And another fun thing is when you're making your own, you can make just like a little batch, like 5 milliliters, find out if you like it, and you're in control of how much nicotine, you're in control of how much PG and VG you want to use. You have the control to make your juice. Anyway, you can go to town with this stuff, and it's like I said, this was a bottle of Halo Tribeca, and it's $25 from the local vape shop, and I just made 20 mils of juice for a fraction of that. Now I don't know how to make Tribeca. It's like a vanilla tobacco flavor. I probably could come up with something, but right now all I have as far as flavoring is cherry cola, and I have some strawberry flavoring I was going to try out. And all these ingredients I got from one place, High Desert Vapes. It's right here on the bottle, highdesertvapes.com. You basically can buy all of it from there. The nicotine, the PG, the VG, and then they got a bunch of flavors to choose from. And yeah, you'll save yourself some money when you do it yourself, and who knows? I mean, if it's easier for you to just go buy a already made bottle of juice that you love and tastes great, that's great too. The bottom line is we're trying to quit smoking, and I've been off smokes for almost a year now. 10 months. And vaping has helped me put down the cigarettes. And yeah, let's try out our new juice. Not bad. Got a nice throat hit off of that. Like I said, I made a previous batch with the flavoring at 15%. I dropped it down, and that helped a little. Yeah, I'm still getting the cherry and the cola in there. Getting some nice vapor. I'm vaping at 11 watts on my Nautilus Mini. And there you go. Make your own juice. Now, that took, what, less than a half an hour? I mean, if you have some time to set away, you could sit down and cook up a bunch of bottles of juice that'll last you for who knows how long. I mean, it takes me about 2 weeks to go through 30 milliliters, so this will save you money, and you're in control. Like I said, you have the control of what you're going to do with your juice, and you can choose the flavor. Now, I know you can get sweetener. I haven't tried that, but I find that this is my second bottle I've made, and I find this cherry cola to be pretty yummy. So there you have it. Yeah, vape on.